Hello and good morning. Today's the Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, 30th, the weekend of the 30th of the weekend of the end of December. Let's put it that way. I've forgotten a little bit where I am. So today is Saturday, yeah. So I came home 2 days ago, a couple of days ago, just out of the blue. Friday I came home. Today's Sunday, beg your pardon. So I came home Friday and I did a video, I think, which I put an update on Facebook on the Thursday. I don't know if it went up. Boy, did I look rough as old boots. And but part of that was to do with the fact that I was in the hospital bed, and part of that was to do with the fact that I was trying to keep quiet and my voice was all husky and one thing and another. Anyway, look at the difference. Look at the difference between me now and last week. So as you know, I made me and Fran, we made the decision. We chose option 2. So that was part of the bowel's now gone. That was a week ago. And that's now gone off for a biopsy. So we take the risk on that. If it is indeed cancer, then by cutting it out and taking the biopsy, they've just gone psh and spread it all. And then the gamble, the positive points then is the chemotherapy and one thing and another that will then kill off those bits. So hopefully, even if it is or isn't, we stop that spread, etc. And at the same time, the other bits and pieces, which is quite important because it's still a chance. It's still a chance it's going to be benign. I mean, as crazy as all this is, 6 months and we still haven't had a diagnosis, but there is still a chance it's benign. So once it comes back in 2-3 weeks' time, I've got an appointment in about 5 weeks' time up there, so they've got all the results back, and then they'll know. And if it's benign, then happy days, and then we'll go in for another operation to have whatever it is that's growing over there, bladder and the kidneys, etc., can be surgically removed. If on the other hand it's not benign, then we get set up for a course of chemotherapy and that kind of thing. So all positive. I mean, really positive. And compared to where I was yesterday and the day before, I mean, this is like I'm going at a run here compared to where I was yesterday. I could hardly move. So yeah. So I'm doing okay. I feel lively. I feel I'm going to be mending quicker bit perhaps than I was last time, which is really positive. And I forget the word, but anyway, good. That's what I'm trying to say. Good. Cool. Found some lovely messages and stuff, and it's been brilliant. I'll be back to work on Monday. Well, I say back to work. I'm going to be doing about 2 or 3 hours a day, just to start off with. There's certain things that I'm going to need to do. So, as much as I'd like to take the next 6 months off and just chill and convalesce and all of that, can't. So back to work Monday, a couple of hours a day, but everybody's kept the ship going again, and it's great. It's great to come out of hospital and not even have to worry about it to a certain degree, which is fantastic. Can't thank the hospital staff enough. Blimey. I mean, talk about the top-rated care. It's a shame about some of the agency staff though, and watching the care that they give to other people that need it. There's such a marked difference between agency staff and full-time NHS staff from a consideration, caring, what's that other word? Compassionate point of view. That's not all agency staff. I must hasten to add. A lot of agency staff are fantastic, but but you do notice the odd ones that are there just for the pay packet and not really bothered. But other than that, I mean, that's not a complaint in any way. The care that I've received has been second to none, and can't thank my surgeon enough. Everybody thinks that we made the right choice. Surgeon thinks we made the right choice. The professor at Southampton thinks we made the right choice. But they wouldn't sway us in either way. That was the only thing. It had to be a case of we had to make the choice. So there you go. But it's done. It's done. There is also, depending on how because they didn't take out all the bowels, which is fantastic news. What they took out was the entire blockaged area. So another bit of good news to look forward to from a positive point of view is that depending on how this heals, I might even be able to get the stoma reversed. It all depends on whether what's left once it's healed is enough to stretch. If it's enough to stretch, it could be reversed. I thought I was stuck with this for life. So that's, I mean, if it doesn't come off, well, it doesn't come off, but oh, what a lovely little thing to look forward to the possibility that could happen. So I'm just, excited about that. My weight's dropped a bit more. Yeah, a little message from me brother Nick. You got some work to do, son. I'm 13 stone now, 13 stone dead. So we've dropped in total nearly 5 stone. Oh my God. What a crash diet that's been. What else to tell you? Oh yeah, it's been a while since my last update because I was doing the updates and then I had come down with an infection, sepsis, and I had to get rushed back to hospital again. Bloody nearly died again. What a thing, eh? And then I was in hospital for about 8 days, pump full of antibiotics. All beg pardon. And I come home again. Come home with some more antibiotics, finish the antibiotics, 3 days later come down with the infection again. Another bout of sepsis. Rushed back to the hospital, could have blooming died again. Called lovers. Apparently there was a very tinsy-wincy connection between the bowel and the bladder that was like an infected connection, and that's what had caused it. And it was whilst I was in hospital for that infection that they said, look, we think you ought to make a decision on option 1, 2 and 3. Option 1 of course being doing nothing and staying as we were. And they said, well, you're just going to keep running the risk of these infections, which will probably end up killing you anyway. So that's why we ended up having to make the decision rather quickly. And that's why after all the things that I've said and thought, I ended up having what was it called, a bowel resection or whatever, last week before Christmas. So they've taken out the completely blocked area and got rid of that and sent it off for biopsy. So we have left some for the moment. So, fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. Got to say a huge thank you to Fran. Oh my God, my baby, I love you so much. Oh dear, I love you so much. The way you've looked after me is just unbelievable. And I know it takes a lot out of you doing it, and just want you to know you're appreciated, and I'm grateful. So very grateful. I couldn't even imagine being a possibility of being looked after better than what I'm looked after. No amount of money or comfort or whatever would make any bigger difference than what I'm getting right now. it's just 100% fantastic care, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Sorry we missed a lot of your Christmas and everything. We haven't even opened cards yet. Bless her. She's been waiting for me to come home to do that. This is only my second, well, yesterday I did one length of the garden, up and down. Whilst talking on the video now, I've just done about 3. And it's taken it out of me a fair bit. So I must push myself, but I mustn't push myself too hard. Because obviously I want to get healthier a lot quicker. But I just want me and you to know me, because these tapes for us as well, to look back on, but also for our friends and family to know that look at the difference. I mean, I feel so lucky. I feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world. I really do. Anyway, catch up with you all soon. We love you lots.